just finished Leicester City 0, Arsenal 2, closing the gap on the champions once again. And have we found a new striker reborn? So in a very I can say stressful game and boring, I'm going to use that term, we came out on top, scoring 2 goals in the end. Mikel Moreno, comes on, second half, Sterling wanked the whole game. Moreno comes on out of nowhere, scores 2 goals. I'm sitting there thinking, is he a striker all this time? Is that what his position is? A striker? Because we brought him in to be a central midfielder. We brought him in as a Granit Xhaka replacement. So after all this time, we're finally realising that he could be the man for the job. Up front, as the main striker, who could take on the role of bagging us on a few goals. And I'm sitting there looking at it, thinking to myself, it's what you've got to do. Do you know what I'm saying? The first goal came from a great cross from Waneri into the box. He's there with a header, Moreno, and that makes the first one. And the second one, great ball in from Trossard, who I thought would have done better when he went out onto the left-hand side, and Moreno coming as the false 9. Whips it in, Moreno's there, taps it in 2-0, and that's game over then, isn't it? And you're looking at that thinking to yourself, coming into today's game, we had a point to prove. We had to do something because of the result Wednesday night against Everton and whatnot. And there's gonna be people that are gonna sit there and say, oh, but and I'm looking at it thinking to myself, the Merseyside derby midweek I'm talking, and how Liverpool can drop points. People need to realise the difference between Man City with Rodri and Liverpool alone. Because Man City with Rodri are a completely different side to what they are now. But Liverpool can drop points. I'm looking at Liverpool's next few games. Wolves at home tomorrow. You'd expect them to beat Wolves. I'm not saying batter Wolves, but you expect them to beat them. But then Wednesday night they go away to Aston Villa. And then away to Man City. Wow. Wow. And then you look at who we've got in our next 2 games. Of course, we don't play midweek. We play on Saturday against West Ham at home. We should win that quite comfortably. Well, I say comfortably. Never know with Arsenal, do you? And then we'll go away to Nottingham Forest. So tough away day ourselves. Forest doing really well in the Premier League this season. But that's another game for another preview, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say. And I don't think we played the best today, if I'm honest with you. I think we played the best at all today. I don't think we laid up to our standards as good as we were against City just before we went on this break to Dubai. I thought we were a bit slow. I thought we were a bit shaky in some areas of the pitch. And part of that might be because we haven't got a front line, which is why the players like Thomas Partey and Rice were a bit all over the place today. And they can't do much when they haven't got a front line in front of them, when they've got dickheads like Raheem Sterling who's running down the wing. And I'm just saying, I never want to see him put on an Arsenal shirt ever again. Send him back to Chelsea now. Honestly, he is absolute wank. Done nothing the first half, done nothing for the second half for as long as he was on. He's wank. Get him out of my club, Raheem Sterling. Send him back to Chelsea. So that's what we're gonna. That's what we've got to put up with for the next few weeks while Martinelli's out injured. I'd rather Tini there. Zinchenko, Calafiori if he can go up forward, Anyone but Sterling. Anyone but Raheem Sterling. Please. Please, Arteta. Please. I can't watch this man anymore. Does my nothing so much. When I get into the player ratings, you'll see what I give him. He is a joke. Obviously, I'm looking at it thinking to ourselves, Odegaard was creating chances today. That first chance in the first half for Trossard, he's got to be burying that. I feel he's got to be scoring there. I feel we missed Havertz's aerial presence today, his physical presence, aerial presence. We missed Martinelli storming down the left hand side, taking on opponents, tearing them apart. We missed all of that today, and I feel if Havertz and Martinelli were playing today, the game would have been a whole different game, and we could have absolutely annihilated Leicester. And that's why going into the game, I said to myself, I don't think we're gonna absolutely batter Leicester. My prediction was 1-0 because simply we can't do nothing with Raheem Sterling as our winger. It's as simple as that. Why we signed him, I will never know. We had the chance to sign Kingsley Coman, didn't take it, went for Raheem Sterling instead. Premier League proven. Fucking hell, but yeah, listen, let's go get into the player ratings. David Raya. Do you know what? Didn't have much to do. I thought it was very quiet. I didn't see him. Didn't have much to do. He will get a 5 for me. Lewis Skelly, I thought done really well. I thought he dealt with Decordova-Reid really well. You know, because Decordova-Reid he's a good player from his time at Fulham. You know, you remember the controversy last season with the 2-1 defeat at Fulham, but yeah, it's gone now. Lewis Skelly, marking him, doing what he's got to do, the physical presence he's got. You know, he's not scared. He's not scared to get stuck in, and that's what I like about Lewis Skelly. He's very commanding. He's very captain-like. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll get an 8. Gabriel, again, the better one out of the two, but they were both excellent today and looked a lot more like their old self again. Gabriel will get an 8, and Saliba will also get an 8 because I thought he was looking like his old self again, doing what he had to do, doing what he does best, which is defending off the balance of Jamie Vardy, who's no easy opponent to deal with. So yeah, they'll get an 8, and then Julian Timber, a right back. Disappointed to not see Ben White coming off the bench, but you know what, it is what it is, and if it means he comes back against West Ham and wins the game for us, then make that happen. But Timber got 90 minutes, got booked as usual. 7. Thomas Partey, I feel he didn't look right today. He didn't look like the Thomas Partey we all know and love. He looked a bit off. And I don't know whether it was the atmosphere, the crowd booing him, and I'm not going to dive into details why they were booing him because I think it's pretty straightforward. But you know the scenario and whatnot. You know, him being booed and you know everyone, and I don't know what it was. He just didn't look right today. 6. Penrice, I thought a bit similar to Thomas Partey, wasn't the best. But again, is it because of the front line? Is it because of the lack of players in the front line? It could be, but he'll still get a 7 for me. Raheem Sterling, 0. Nah. Move on. Odegaard, chances created, you know. Good ball in for Trossard. Had an alright game. 6. Waneri, I thought was our best player. The only one in that front line today who looked like was really trying, was really working his socks off to deliver us something. Reminds me a lot of Bukayo Saka. 9. Trossard, gonna have to give him an 8, aren't I? Not the best of games, not the best of performances from Trossard. either. But you know what they all say. Things happen. Players have a bit of off days, and yeah, that's all I can say really. That's gonna be all for the video. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do, and I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here. Peace.